A lot of agricultural workers came to the East End to look for alternative work. A preliminary bibliography is due the week before the spring break. A thorough bibliography is needed at the end of every assignment. All postgraduate students should participate in the seminar. Anatomy is the study of internal and external structures. Applicants for the course probably have a preference over English or journalism. Don't forget to hand in your assignments by the end of next week. Even with the permit, finding a parking spot on campus is still impossible. Exam results will be available next week from the course office. He's almost never in his office. I could not save my work as my computer crashed. I missed yesterday's lecture. Can I borrow your notes? I will be in my office every day from 10 to 12. If she doesn't speak the language, she's not going to sit around a week waiting for a translator. In English, the first letter of the months of the year is always capitalized. In Europe, the political pressure is similar regarding globalization. In this library, reserved collection books can be borrowed for up to 3 hours. Information is being given to readers in a format that looks familiar. Interpreters are not readily available in this department. Just wait a minute. I will be with you shortly. Knives and forks should be placed next to the spoon on the edge of the table. Many of the urban poor lived in an extremely cramped condition. Meteorology is a detailed study of Earth's atmosphere.
Most university teaching take place in lectures and seminars.
Physics is a detailed subject of matter and energy.
Physiology is the study of internal and external structure of the body.
Please prepare a PowerPoint presentation for tomorrow's meeting. Put the knife and fork next to the spoon near the edge of the table.
The residence hall is closed prior to the academic building closing time at the end of the semester.
Sport is the cause of traumatic brain injuries in the United States. Students can get access to computers on a daily basis. The author expressed an idea that modern readers cannot accept. The bookshop is located at the north end of the main campus. The cafeteria closes soon, but the snack machine is accessible throughout the night. The clear evidence between brain events and behavioral events is fascinating. The course registration is open early March for new students. The English word typhoon comes from the Chinese word big wind. The first few sentences of an essay should capture the reader's attention. Glass is not a real solid because it doesn't have a crystal structure. The hypothesis needs to be tested. The maximum production of chocolate is in U.S.
The minimal mark for distinction to be awarded is 75%. The office opens on Mondays and Thursdays directly following the freshman seminar session.
The professor has promised to put his lecture notes online. The psychology department is looking for volunteers to be involved in research projects. The real reason for global hunger is not the lack of food, but poverty. The result of the study will be published next month. The seminar on writing skills has been cancelled. The theoretical proposal was challenging to grasp. The United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy and parliamentary democracy.
The verdict depends on which side is more convincing to the jury. The wheelchair lift will be upgraded this month.
There are varying plagiarism policies across different university departments. There will be ample opportunities to ask questions about the presentation.
This work will be the starting point of my discussion today.
This is the third time you've asked for an extension on this project. To improve the essay, I decided to include more direct quotes. Try to explain how your ideas are linked so that there is a logical flow. We are delighted to have Professor Robert to join our faculty. We must put great care when analyzing data. We need to hand in our assignments by the end of the week.
We will study the following two pictures in the next lecture.
We would like a first draft of the assignment by Monday. What is the most effective way of interaction between teachers and students in class?
When I was in school, I had many of the same problems you have now.
You can find the student service desk located on the ground floor of the whole building. You should raise your concern with the head of school. "39.5% of Californian residents don't speak English in the home." When the demand for the course rose, university authorities took on additional academic staff. In consultation with your supervisor, your thesis is approved by the faculty committee. I used to have coffee with milk and 1 sugar. He was constantly looking for ways to bring industry and agriculture together. Globalization has been an overwhelming urban and urbanization phenomenon. Students will not be given credits for assignments submitted after the due date. Basketball was created in 1891 by a physician and a physical instructor.
Newspapers across the country have been reporting stories of the president.
I would like a cheese and tomato sandwich on white bread with orange juice. Answering this complex question with a simple yes or no is absolutely impossible. If you want to receive the reimbursement, you must submit the original receipts. Student loans are now available for international students. I had a sandwich and milk for my breakfast. Your watch is fast. You need to reset it. Care needs to be taken for vulnerable groups during the periods of turmoil. Please explain what the author means by sustainability. She doesn't care about anything but what is honest and true. The leading scientists speculate that numerous planets could support life forms. If you have problems, please contact your tutor. In the 1830s, periodicals appeared in large numbers in America. Most printers in the computer lab are out of ink.
Nearly half of the television outputs are given away for educational programs.
Number the beakers and put them away before tomorrow. Organic food is growing without applying chemicals and no artificial additives. The bookstore is located on the main campus behind the library. The professor will be the last speaker this evening. The study of archaeology requires intensive international fieldwork. The timetable for next term will be available next week. The U.S. ranks the 22nd in foreign aid, given as a percentage of GDP. All of our accommodations are within a walking distance to the academic buildings.
History is not a simple collection of dates and events.
Biographical information should be removed prior to the publication of results. Environmental friendliness is a new category in which campuses are competing. To measure distance could take as much as 3 weeks. Higher fees make students think more critically about what universities can offer. Company exists for money, not for society. It is acknowledged that his work is groundbreaking. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions. You can get a student card at the reception. Please go straight and turn left to reach the library. Your enrollment information, results, and fees will be available online. Alex captured her hands and forced her to drop the potatoes. Student discount cards can be used in the coffee house on campus. Generally, students have unusual problems in school. Hypothetically, insufficient mastery in the areas slows future progress. You can download all lecture handouts from the course website. Once more, under the pressure of economic necessity, practice outstripped theory. You can retake the module if your marks are too low. The lecture management in Japan will take place in the week 7. Is hypothesis on black hole as rendered moot as explanation of explanations? Meeting with mentors can be scheduled for students who require additional support. Proteins